And now, for a modest pronouncement from the US Department of Grooming, Garments, and Gender Control for Women.
Good afternoon. I'm Ruby Claire Shunt.
And I'm Tina Marie Grundy.
As we explained in our first pronouncement, the U.S. Department of Grooming, Garments, and Gender Control is responsible for the task force monitoring the beauty and dress standards of all American women. In our previous pronouncement, we covered the sartorial options available to the most beautiful specimens of American womanhood, also known as 7 through 10s.
And now, we'll discuss the rest of you.
6s are lies. 6s are fake news. 6s are constructions by the mainstream media to make 5s feel better about themselves. Well, the president doesn't believe in fake news, and neither do we.
Starting with 5s, we begin by decree of our president, no mother, with the exception of Melania Trump, who is now and will always be a 10, will ever be able to rate above a 5.
It has been so refreshing to have a classy, beautiful, dignified First Lady back in the White House.
She's a model of motherhood.
You disgusting breastfeeders will forever remain a 5. Your dress code reflects your disgusting animal-like behavior, so you are limited to the following modes of dress: sexy blind mouse, sexy bobcat, sexy bumblebee, sexy canary, sexy cartoon dog, sexy cartoon duck, sexy cheetah, sexy chipmunk, sexy cock, sexy crocodile, sexy deluxe flamingo, sexy dinosaur, sexy dolphin, sexy fox, sexy frog, sexy giraffe, sexy honey badger, sexy honey bee, sexy jellyfish, sexy jungle cat, sexy kangaroo, sexy ladybug, sexy leopard, sexy mouse, sexy owl, sexy panda, sexy parakeet, sexy parrot, sexy peacock princess, sexy pegasus, sexy pretty kitten, sexy raccoon, sexy rising phoenix, sexy skunk, sexy spider, sexy squid.
Of course, we know that die-hard feminists are never going to make it above a 1 on our list, given their mustaches and their unshaven armpits. However, the hottest among them may make it to a 4. That said, all feminists rated at a 4 must choose from the following, since they love that obnoxious gadfly Elizabeth Warren so much. Sexy Pocahontas, sexy native, sexy feather Indian, deluxe sexy white Indian, deluxe sexy silver Indian, Native American sweetie, Indian sweetheart, my sexy Indian maiden, sexy Indian princess, deluxe Native American beauty, deluxe Native American cutie, deluxe Indian hottie, deluxe Indian snow princess, sexy Indian chief, tribal trouble Indian, Huron honey Indian, bronze warrior, deluxe native warrior, sexy Eskimo, deluxe sexy white Eskimo.
In an effort to stop the American carnage of hideous women destroying our nation with their pointless paid political protests, the president has decreed that all 3s will be expected to appear in public only as the criminals that you truly are. Sexy women's prisoner, sexy convict, sexy deviant, sexy troublemaker, sexy cat burglar, sexy mad mafia mistress, sexy gangster girl, sexy gangster Halloween.
All you 2s, also known as chubby 3s, will be forced to select from the following: sexy hamburger, sexy lime wedge, sexy orange wedge, sexy grapes, sexy corn, sexy pizza, sexy strawberry, sexy raspberry tart, sexy banana, sexy cookie, sexy Twizzlers, sexy French fries.
Remember, the president is only doing what he told the American people he would do. If these career bureaucrats have a problem with it, they should get with the program or go.
So now we're going to have to address the rest of you. You know who you are. Atheists, Democrats, people who believe in climate change.
You will choose from the following until you return to a more godly path and submit to the absolute authority of the president. Sexy lumberjack, sexy circus clown, sexy lion tamer, sexy court jester, sexy psycho, sexy furry monster, sexy Frankenstein's monster, sexy minotaur, sexy gnome, sexy garden gnome, sexy Barney, sexy Beetlejuice, sexy Freddy Krueger, sexy Sherlock Holmes, sexy Ghostbusters, sexy Green Plumber, sexy Red Plumber, sexy Luigi Brother, sexy Lederhosen, sexy Trash Monster, sexy X-Ray, sexy Kermit the Frog, sexy Miss Piggy, Nickelodeon Sponge Babe. And there you have it. Our fearless leader demands we all make America beautiful again by adhering to the dress code set forth by the Commander-in-Chief. He has the big league lists, the best lists, and you better follow them.
Not so fast there, Ruby Claire. If you had been paying attention, you would know that this is far from over. If you remember, we went over the dress code for women on the standard scale of 1 to 10. Do you honestly think that all American women can be rated on a scale from 1 to 10?
No, I mean, obviously. I don't know how I could have forgotten.
Unfortunately, we have women in the country who can't fit on our standard scale, mainly because of their big, fat asses.
Do you think the Commander-in-Chief would tolerate chubsters like Rosie O'Donnell running around in sexy lederhosen or dressed as sexy Barney? Sad.
So for all those ladies who don't pass the eyeball test,
In which we eyeball you to see if you're too damned fat.
you must choose from the following garments to wear to display your shame to the world, no matter how many times your mother told you you had such a pretty face.
You will wear said garments until you decide to quit letting yourself go and get your body back into an acceptable female shape.
The garments are plus-size circus cutie clown, plus-size sophisticated lady, plus-size cute captain, plus-size sequin sparkly fearless flapper, plus-size cantina girl, plus-size tavern maiden, plus-size naughty corrections officer, plus-size pink marionette doll, plus-size foxy schoolgirl, plus-size halftime hottie, plus-size pretty and proper maid, plus-size fancy beer girl, plus-size luscious leopard, plus-size cop Halloween, plus-size deluxe for your pleasure French maid, plus-size sultry cop, plus-size warrior peasant dress, plus-size queen of detention, plus-size sailor's delight, plus-size bon appetit, plus-size hocus pocus babe, plus-size service with a smile, plus-size boarding school flirt, plus-size diner doll, plus-size deluxe country cowgirl, plus-size cheetah luscious, plus-size plundering private pirate, plus-size business school girl, plus-size commander cutie, plus-size sassy circus jester, plus-size irresistible officer, plus-size superhero babe, plus-size groovy go-go girl, plus-size hot female knight, plus-size voodoo doll vixen, plus-size sergeant stunner, plus-size deluxe circus cutie, plus-size bitten beauty vampire, plus-size hillside Heidi, plus-size bedside Betty nurse, plus-size hot on the trail, plus-size cave girl cutie, plus-size chocolate factory worker, plus-size handcuff honey cop, plus-size five-alarm fire girl, plus-size sweet rag doll, plus-size deluxe saucy shipmate, plus-size comic book girl, plus-size deluxe cutie pie Miss Mouse, plus-size mile-high stewardess, plus-size frisky werewolf, plus-size killing me softly vampire, plus-size poison apple princess, plus-size sweetie, plus-size arrest me officer, making waves, plus-size sailor, plus-size seductive schoolgirl, plus-size bear hugs, plus-size envy French maid, plus-size frisky freshman, plus-size hippie hottie, plus-size beer garden girl, plus-size school days bedroom, plus-size night nurse, plus-size dirty cop, plus-size treasure pleasure pirate, plus-size German beer beauty, plus-size down and dirty French maid, plus-size Spanish pirate, plus-size heartbreaker nurse, plus-size cardiac arrest nurse, plus-size maid for you, plus-size party skeleton, plus-size sequin party pumpkin.
This concludes today's modest pronouncement from the US Department of Grooming, Garments, and Gender Control for Women.
Remember, at the GGGC, we control women because they can't control themselves.
This has been a modest pronouncement from the US Department of Grooming, Garments, and Gender Control for Women.
Watch the crowd be at the fire.